Hey everybody, welcome back to the Dungeon Dive. Daniel here. I hope you are doing well, and if you are not, I hope you are soon. Okay, today I wanted to take a quick look at a small deck of cards that you can use for solo role-playing. This could be used as a tool in order to help create a campaign, and especially in a kind of a sandbox environment. So going back to our beginner's guide to solo RPGs, revisiting these keywords here, and how I would define this campaign creator deck of cards from Shieldice Studios, the same people who made the Realm Fables books, which we have taken a look at on the channel previously. This is a deck of cards that is available on DriveThruRPG, and it is a deck of cards that I purchased. So let's go ahead and take a look at what this is and why I think this is a pretty cool little system to help you get some ideas off the road for a solo sandbox campaign. So this deck of cards is kind of situated into four, I think, different little decks that you can use. We've got some different colors here. Looks like I got, oh yeah, so these are supposed to be one. The red and blues are kind of mixed together. Then you have some greens and you have some whites there. And then you also have a couple little cards that tell you how you can use this. So this says that the campaign creator deck can be used in multiple ways. Shuffle and draw cards, placing them beside one another to create a string of events that will guide you when writing and planning for your next campaign. We have different card types. Red are quests. These cards make up the main beats of the campaign. Draw them and place them in a line above the themes. We have blues are interludes. These can be drawn and placed between quest cards. They depict areas of respite or lesser importance to the campaign narrative. And then we have the green, which are themes. These cards are drawn and placed below the quest cards, attaching a single theme to an overall campaign or many themes to several quests. And it kind of gives you an example of how you might want to lay out your campaign cards as you draw them. And then you also have these story cards, which are these kind of like 8 elements of a quest, of a story. We have things such as enemies, allies, setting, lore, problems, solutions, secrets, and objectives. And this says, when planning your new campaign, lay out the story cards beside one another. Next to your campaign layout. For each quest card, make notes on the 8 elements listed on the story cards. So these just give you a few little writing prompts so you could flesh out your quests and your campaign with these kind of important elements that should be involved in some kind of interesting adventure. And so those are, we have enemies and allies, we have setting and lore, problems and solutions, and secrets and objectives. So these are just things to keep in mind while you are creating your campaign. So let's take a look at how this would work here. So we have our theme cards and we have our quest and what are the blues? Our quest and interlude cards here. So I'm going to give those a shuffle, and I'm just going to I'm going to deal out 4. Okay, let's say 4, and let's see what kind of adventure we have. Okay, so we have. It looks like I need to shuffle again. I got too many blues in a row. Should probably start off with a red always. So let's see. Okay, so we have a red, we have a quest, we have an interlude, and an interlude. Let's go ahead and put that like that. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Okay, so we have, and then so we have our string of quests and interludes, and then let's take our theme deck and let's deal a theme to each quest here. Okay, so here we have. Our quest would be to impersonate an official. Do you don on your costume and learn to walk like a nobleman? Perhaps you infiltrate a royal wedding or attempt to join a rival guild. You wear many masks. And here we have a little chart that we can roll on to figure out what kind of challenges is going to be. So we could take our D6s here. And we could go ahead and roll up okay, 1. Okay, so it's going to be a very easy. So this would be something like maybe a guild or something, maybe a poor guild, something easy to infiltrate. And then after that, or maybe because we were wanting to do that, maybe we want to earn some coin. Work a trade while in the city. Perhaps you wish to live a simpler life for a time and work in the lumber mill. Okay, so maybe after we infiltrate this guild, we actually work as a guild member for a while. And let's see what kind of guild we are going to infiltrate. 3, a barkeep. Okay, so we have like a brewer's guild. We're infiltrating a brewer's guild. And why? Because maybe we need to infiltrate and rescue a member of this guild who is being held hostage or something. So this is sounding like we're kind of creating an urban adventure here. Use stealth and break into a prison to free a friend or a person of interest. Perhaps an NPC has been locked away by a monster far too powerful. So we're going to say like there is a brewmaster who is making some kind of like nefarious brew, and perhaps they have taken another brewmaster who is hostage, and they are forcing them to work for them. And this is again going to be a very easy mission there. And then somehow we're going to end up fighting in some kind of arena. So maybe there's like an underground fight club or something that all the brewmasters are a part of here. And enter the arena to earn fame and coin. Perhaps you feel your skills is of a level to take on the arena champion. Or maybe you should begin with lesser enemies. Maybe the brewmasters, the evil brewmasters, they come up with this idea where they kidnap us and then they force us to fight in this arena against... who are we going to be fighting against here? We're going to be fighting against a naval battle. Okay, that doesn't make any sense there. I don't want a naval battle there. 1, monsters. Okay, so they have some kind of monster that we have to fight. And if we do, then they will allow us to rescue the person who we have tried to get. Now, we also have these portals. So these are going to be little themes. So add elements of interdimensional travel, leap through portals to other worlds, or traverse planar landscapes of alien origin. Okay, maybe the person that we're trying to impersonate, this guild of brewmasters. Maybe the one who is doing the evil has come from another plane, another place, and so they are part of this alien craft that has come. And we got a word from them, maybe from a wizard or something. And then the infiltrate and rescue would have this ashen sand. So maybe this takes place in like a kind of a desert environment that we have to infiltrate and rescue in the middle of the desert. So that right there would give us some key points to focus on while we are creating. Maybe we sit down for a day or so, maybe a couple hours before we start a solo RPG session, and we flesh out this, and then we could go through these story prompts and think of, okay, who are the enemies, who are the allies, and we could jot those down quickly. What is the setting? What's the lore behind it? You know, the lore could connect to these portal planes. The setting could be in this desert. And then we have to think about certain problems we might have to overcome and possible solutions. So that could help us set some scenes and figure out what needs to happen. And then also we have our objectives, which our objective we kind of know is this main objective here, I would say, but this is what we're working up towards. And then what kind of secrets, and the secrets could have to do with our portal planes there. Yeah, I think this is a pretty useful little deck of cards. There is a lot going on here. We have things like on the road, investigate a mystery, prayer and penance, slaying a beast, a duel or open combat, delve in the deep, a chase or a race, assassinate your target, build your base, escape from danger, find or fetch, craft new items, and then all kinds of different themes, a handful of different themes like dread and horror. You have these different kinds of horror there, psychological, supernatural, cosmic, themes dealing with wealth and poverty, sailing the skies, love and romance there, sailing the seas, man versus nature, patriotism and loyalty, and face your demons, mountains and glaciers. So I think there is a good combination of things for whether you want to have wilderness adventures, dungeon adventures, or urban adventures. And I think this little deck of cards would pair really nicely with, once again, with Scarlet Heroes, because Scarlet Heroes offers solo solutions in the book for all of those settings. And so you would have, as your system, you would have Scarlet Heroes, and then you could overlay this campaign generator as a tool on top of Scarlet Heroes in order to create a whole game that you could play through. So, all right, well, I just wanted to bring this to your attention. I haven't seen this talked about too often, and I am glad that I purchased it, and I think it is something that a lot of people will find very useful. Sorry, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.